Hi, I'm Jenny from the plot, and this is my allotment. Welcome to my lady garden. Happy Halloween! It is the 31st of October, and I thought I would celebrate by showing you my pumpkins and squash harvest 2025. Now, I grew these at home in a veg patch, probably only slightly bigger than each bed that I have here. They didn't do terribly well, and I think it was partly because I really crammed in far too many plants. And also they really didn't seem to like that very hot weather that we had in the summer. Every time the sun came out, they looked really pathetic. So I think next year I'm going to grow them here. But let me show you, because we did get some. So we got this Rocket F1 pumpkin. Looks pretty good. Smaller than last year's. But, you know, I'm pleased. And really, how much pumpkin can you eat? We got two of these incredible looking things. Now, I don't actually know what kind they are. I think Mo, my friend who has the small holding in South Wales, I think she gave me the seeds, and she wasn't entirely sure what they are either. So if you know what squash that is, do let me know, because we got two of those. One, now I think that's an achikikuri, if that's how you pronounce it. Now the plant for these grew up into one of my trees at home, and this was dangling out the branches, which was quite fun. I think that needs a little bit more curing. And then of the 3 butternut squash plants that I planted out this year, I got one butternut squash. And it's been quite severely attacked by, I'm guessing, slugs. I think it'll still be edible. I'll just have to cut those bits off. But yeah, a little bit disappointing. Oh. And I've got an ocarina as well. That's weird. So next year, I'm going to plant my pumpkins here, right at the front of the plot, so that they can ramble, hopefully, down the plot. But I'd also like to plant some, so that they grow up over my arch. Now, it does need strengthening. It's very wobbly, but I will do that in the winter. When I went to Danny's plot, Danny of the Grow Up channel, he showed me his mini pumpkins. So I think he had Jack Be Littles and Baby Boos, and they were so gorgeous. I just wanted them straight away, and that's what I'd like to grow up my arch. Maybe Jack Be Littles one side and Baby Boos the other, I don't know. Yeah, so that's the plan. So I'll have mini pumpkins on the arch and larger squashes and pumpkins in the front bed. So I need to do a little bit of prep today. I need to clear that bed. It still has celeriac in, so I'm going to leave those, and I'm going to clear the rest. And I'm even going to clear the acochas or the acochas, however you say it, from the arch. But first, I'd like to save some seeds from them, because they have been such fabulous plants. I'd really like to grow them at home. Now, I was kind of waiting for the fruit to turn yellow, because that's what I thought would happen, and then I could save the seeds, but it hasn't done that. Or some of them have been going yellow and then just rotting off. So I Googled it. No, you don't wait for them to turn yellow. You wait for them to get big, okay? And when you've got a big one, then you can cut it open and save the seeds. So let's have a go at that now. Here is a massive one. I'll have you. So I've picked myself some big ones. Let's cut them open and see what they look like inside. Right. Apparently, all we have to do is slice them open, and if the seeds are black and easy to pull out, then we can save them. Here we go. And I just need to let these dry out on a windowsill at home for a couple of weeks. Aren't they funny looking? They look like little bark chippings. Right, let's get on with clearing the bed, ready to be next year's pumpkin patch. I may have overloaded my wheelbarrow. See if I can get it down to the compost bay. The celeriac is left, and oh my word, as I was weeding, look. Oh man, can you see? I've got actual celeriac growing, which is wild. Ooh, hang on. There's definitely something there. So I've cleared the bed and I'm going to prep it this year by doing what I've now named a Stella. Because this is how Stella of Stella's Vegetable Gardens told me that she prepares her veg beds. So this is a no-dig method. So I'm not going to do any digging. The soil actually seems pretty good. I think because I did so much work on it last year, and there's some of Welsh Brian's manure on it and things, and a lot of strulch. I'm not going to dig it. I'm going to chuck down some chicken manure pellets just to feed the soil underneath. Then I'm going to cover it with cardboard, water the cardboard, and once the cardboard's soaked through, I'm going to add manure on top. And then I'm going to scoop up some bark chippings from the path and mulch it. And that's what Stella does. And as we all know, she grows enormous vegetables. So let's go and get some chicken manure first. Cardboard and rocks. That's just enough to cover the bed. I'm going to give it water, then I'm going to let it soak in and go and buy some manure to go on top. And hopefully that will prevent the problem that I had last year, which was I left the cardboard down, I watered it, it got rained on, then it dried out and started flaking into bits and blowing onto other people's plots. But if it's covered in manure, that won't happen. So the pumpkin patch is prepped, and hopefully we'll do a little better next year. Not that I'm complaining, I am really happy with the squashes and the pumpkin that I've got. I just don't Don't know why I've got this ocarina. It's a bit weird. It does look kind of familiar. Maybe I need to check through my videos from last year, maybe last October, and see if it made an appearance then.